Reb David Schrank was the principal of the yeshiva in Adelphia in New Jersey. There was a boy over there who unfortunately stopped keeping Shabbos. And he was quite mischievous and wild. And one Friday night, he managed to break into the principal's office, Rabbi Schrank's office. And the keys to his car were on the desk. And he knew Rabbi Schrank doesn't need his car for the next 24 hours. It's Shabbos. He took the keys and he went to the parking lot Friday night. So one of the other boys says, "Where are you going?" He says, "I'm going to the movie theater." He says, "Take me along." He says, "No, if I'm sinning already, it's for me. I'm not sinning for other people." So he says, "If you don't take me along, I'm going to snitch. I'm going to tell Rabbi Schrank." He said, "Good. I anyway want to be thrown out of this place. Now I'm here because my parents are forcing me. Once I'm thrown out, I'm I don't have to go back to yeshiva." "Wonderful. Please tell him." And it was Friday night. He drove away. This fellow was true to his word. He went to Reb David Schrank's home and he told him that this boy went into your office, took your keys, took your car. And he says, "Where did he go?" He says, "He went to the movie theater." Then he says, "Do you know where this movie theater is?" He says, "Yeah, it's this and this address." And he tells him how to get there, but he says it's very far. It's not a few blocks, so you have to walk a mile or 2 miles. It was a Friday night, a winter night in New Jersey. He says, I'm walking. He puts on his coat and he walks to the movie theater. He comes to the movie theater, he goes in, the woman says, "How can I help you?" He says, "I don't want to watch a film, but I have somebody, a close person. He's there and I have to speak to him for a moment. Could you please let me come in without paying?" She says, "I can't. You can't go into the movie theater without paying." He says, "Now look at me. Do I look like a guy who came here to watch a movie? I mean, look at me. Look at my hat. Look at my beard. Look at my face. Look at my coat. It's Saturday. We don't do this on Saturday." She says, "Okay, but how long?" He says, "Just a few minutes." She says, "Fine, go in." So he goes in. Now, you have many auditoriums with different cinemas, and it's dark. They're all watching movies. So now he has to start looking for his beloved student. So he goes into one and he's looking and it's pitch dark and you have to see where everybody is sitting. It's not so easy. It's a big theater. And he goes from one to another one, another one. He goes into one of them. He scans the room. He sees him sitting, watching the movie. So he slowly walks over very clandestinely, very silently. Near the boy, there's an empty chair and he sits down close to him without uttering a peep or a sound. So this boy just felt suddenly that there's somebody near him. So he turns around. Now you can imagine what that moment looked like. It's like, the worst nightmare for your yeshiva boy coming true. Like his principal is sitting in the movie theater right near him. I'm sorry, watching the movie. Friday night when you have a better time, right? Reb David Schrank. And he's like, "What are you doing here?" "Shh, can't disturb anybody. They're watching a movie. It's very important." "What are you doing here?" He says, "I came to talk to you." He says, "What do you want to tell me?" So I want to tell you as follows. The popcorn in this particular movie theater is not kosher. So you'll probably want to buy some food and Pepsi and soda to enjoy the movie. Do me a favor, don't buy the popcorn. I love you. Mwah! Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. He gets up. He tells the woman, "Thank you, I'm out." He starts walking back home. It's Friday night. A few minutes later, he feels somebody near him. He turns around. It's the boy. He says, "I'm not going to let you walk back alone. I'm walking with you." He says, "Wonderful. Let's walk together." And they walked back a whole way. Rabbi Schrank didn't mention a word. Not about the movie, not about Shabbos, not about the car. All he did the whole way back was tell him jokes and stories. But they came back to yeshiva. They had to part ways. He gives him a kiss. Said, "Have a beautiful Shabbos and hope to see you tomorrow." And he went home. Didn't say a word. The boy told the story and said, "At that moment, I knew I was staying in yeshiva and I would never ever violate Shabbos again."
Watch the full class at theyeshiva.net.